Good evening, everyone. I really acknowledge your presence, and it's my honor to welcome you all to the meeting number 4 of our incredible Books and Banters. In our life, we all must have a mission to succeed. Just like all those individual missions, our Books and Banters also have a mission, and that is to provide a positive and supportive learning experience where members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. Now, before we begin, I would like to establish few ground rules. Number 1, everyone please ensure that your microphones are muted unless you are speaking. This will help minimize any background noise or interruptions during the session. Number 2, if you have any questions or any comments, please try to reserve them for the end of the session. And finally, please make sure that your video is turned on. It helps to create a sense of community and engagement when we can see each other's faces. To continue with that, please allow me to introduce the dynamic president of our club. She is a leader in science, education, and healthcare, a global educator in pharmacology and patient care. She empowers learners and pioneers the future of remote pharmacy practice. She is a multi award winning public speaker and a Toastmasters leader. She inspires through her mentorship, creativity, and artistry, from science to music and dance. She is renowned for her generosity and magnetic presence. She continues to uplift and lead. One dose of knowledge, one act of service, one inspiring speech at a time. The way she inspires us with her quote, which is, some choose to watch, you chose to lead. Keep breaking barriers because that is what change makers do. Let's welcome our president, Toastmaster Salma Shyboub. Give a big round of applause to her.
Thank you so much, Richa, for this
Over to you.
amazing and warm welcome. I
Thank
didn't
you.
expect this. It's really better than the one I wrote. So thank you so much for this amazing introduction. And please send it to me. I loved it.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, what's a wonderful feeling after so long time. I believe I truly been a while. And I must say, I have been missing all these beautiful faces,
We
amazing
welcome you.
ladies, amazing ladies and gentlemen among us here in this advanced club, such a vibrant and inspiring space where we get to learn and explore more books together. Every time we meet, it's not just about books or speeches. It's about connections that we have, the reflection, and rediscovering the joy of learning together, exploring books, reading together, something that we all share, everyone, that we love reading books and exploring new things inside the books, new thoughts, new vocabs, new learning. Books may hold words, but we bring them to life through our meetings, ideas, speeches, everything we are doing here inside Books and Banter. So let's dive into another great meeting as usual. And without any further late for this meeting, I would love to finish on time. So by this, I announce opening meeting number. Which meeting number we have today? 4.
Four.
4. Meeting number 4 of Books and Banter. And now I would love to introduce the Toastmasters of the day. So she's a great friend of mine. Whenever we go anywhere, people get to say that we are twinsies. But we are not. We are twins and sisters from another mother. Imagine, not only another mother, but even from another culture, another country, another place from another part of the world. But still, we have met under Toastmasters platform. So imagine this. This is what Toastmasters does. She's a great leader, inspiring speaker, amazing mentor. She is the leading behind Books and Banter and Qatar Mothers. Anywhere we are together, she is the leader behind every success. She's holding a lot of hats, wearing a lot of hats, whether she's a great speaker, amazing contestant, or amazing leader, or holding the CGD award chair for this year for District 116. She's doing great everywhere. And she's really inspiring me always, pushing me always. And everyone here, I believe, had touched the same thing with her. Beside this, she's a great friend, a mom of two amazing boy and girl that I have met. And I believe they are lucky to have a mother like her. Beside this, she's a senior data intelligence analysis, and she's doing much more great everywhere. So inspiring. I don't want to keep talking and introducing her because we will not finish, and everyone here knows this. Let's just welcome the Toastmaster of tonight, the woman, the amazing leader, Toastmaster Amina Khanum.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Salma. After that very stressful last 2 days of trying to get this meeting together, this opening has truly, truly encouraged me and I should say left me in high spirits. I hope that will reflect in the meeting today. This is a mutual appreciation club we have, Salma and I, where we keep appreciating each other and complimenting each other whenever we get the chance. So let me wrap up quickly with that and dive right into the meeting. Good evening, everyone. So I have two requests today. Firstly, is whenever we have the chance to clap and show our appreciation, I want you to use all the colorful emojis possible that you can. All right, that is number one. Number two, when we find that the word of the day has been used, let's all show hearts. Every time someone uses the word articulate, like I did just now, please note grammarian, let's all show hearts and encourage the use of the word of the day. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. Sigmund Freud says this in the book The Silent Patient. Alicia Berenson was the kind of woman people noticed. A celebrated painter with fiery red hair and piercing blue eyes. She lived what seemed like a dream life. A beautiful home on the edge of Hampstead Heath, and a husband, Gabriel, a successful fashion photographer. Their world was filled with art, beauty, and admiration, a picture of harmony. But one warm August night, that perfect image was shattered. Neighbors heard gunshots. Police arrived to find a scene that would haunt them forever. Gabriel, tied to a chair, dead from multiple gunshot wounds, and Alicia, standing silent beside him, her white dress drenched in blood, a knife at her feet. From that night onwards, Alicia spoke not one word, not to the police, not to the courts, not even to her doctors. Instead, she painted a single haunting self-portrait and titled it Alcestis, the name of a Greek mythic woman who died for love and returned from the underworld in silence. The painting drew crowds, the silence drew obsession, and the world was left wondering, why did Alicia Berenson stop speaking? Tonight, the silent patient invites us to find out. To the spaces between words, to the feelings behind expressions, to the meanings that live in the pauses. In Toastmasters, silence is not the enemy of communication. It is its most powerful partner. And to ensure that we all communicate well, we have an entire tag team that will make sure that our communication is definitely not silent. So let's begin with the introduction of our timer. Our timer today is someone who I think people in the district know very well as a reliable person, someone you can always count on to have your back. Even 5 to 10 minutes before the meeting, you can call her and say, Munny, I'm running short of one role player. Can you please help? And she will definitely help you. This is Distinguished Toastmaster Munny Raja, a legal professional with an LLB. She's not only dedicated to justice, but deeply engaged in personal and community growth, and I would say uplifting others. She's a proud member of both CIGI and Toastmasters, where she continues to inspire and lead with her eloquence, insight, and passion. She holds the prestigious Distinguished Toastmaster title, which she achieved after a lot of efforts. She exemplifies commitment, excellence, and the spirit of continuous learning. Beyond titles and achievements, Munny is a loving wife, a devoted mother of 3 wonderful children, a role she cherishes the most, and I would say a super dependable friend. Whether standing tall in her profession or sharing precious moments with her family, she brings warmth, wisdom, and a spark of humor to every space she enters. With a heart rooted in empathy and a mind driven by purpose, Distinguished Toastmaster Munny Raja continues to shine as a voice of positivity, growth, and grace. Please, let us all welcome Distinguished Toastmaster Munny to the virtual screen to share with us what her role is today.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Amina Khanum, for the wonderful introduction. Welcome, Toastmasters and respected President and dear guest. Today, I am the timer for today's meeting. I am here to articulate the role with gratitude, as I'm so happy to be with you today. I will be keeping track of time to ensure our speakers and participants stay on schedule. The timer will start in preferred minutes. Speakers, please be ready. As there are no icebreaker speeches, only the project speeches are here. The green will be shown in 5 minutes and 6 minutes yellow and 7 minutes red. The 30 seconds will be given more to wrap up her speech or to end the speech. Now coming to the table topics, 1 minute is for the green and 1.5 minutes for the yellow and 2 minutes for the red. Likewise, 30 seconds are given for the speaker to wrap up the table topic speech. Then coming to the evaluation, the 2 to 3 minutes are given and 2 minutes green will be shown and yellow will be on 2.5 minutes and 3 minutes red is shown. So I will be rendering the report to the general evaluator when he gives his report. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Munny. Let us have a round of applause for our dear timer. I don't see claps on the screens, guys. I'm not going to let you go so easily. I need claps. Thank you so much. Next up is our counter. She is the past president of Kurinchi Toastmasters, currently with Tamil Toastmasters as the president. She was the division champion in 2024-2025 in the international speech contest in Tamil. She is an independent financial advisor, finance literary trainer, and mother of 2 kids and passionate Toastmaster. I came across her very recently, and I would say one of the few positive, or I would say one of the many positive spirits of District 116, Toastmaster Revathi Balaji Singh. Toastmaster Revathi, the screen is all yours to explain to us your role today.
Thank you so much, today's TM Modi. My job for today is this R counter. What is R counter is all about? We are going to get the clusters of. That is the main reason of being an R counter. We're going to take the clusters setting which becomes the barrier for our audience. So we are going to take that. Not just a single monosyllable, but it includes and, because, so. These are some of the other words that has been used as a fillers. So we are trying to avoid that. Actually, frankly speaking, isn't it a few more? So I would like to recommend all the members to use it to the barest minimum, so that or zero, so that your speech becomes more impactful. And I'll be giving the records of who has said what at the end of the meeting once they have been called me for. Thank you. Back to your team.
Thank you so much. Let us have those claps on the screen, guys. Keeping our language in check is the next role player, who is our grammarian for tonight. She is another dependable soul of District 116, Toastmaster Sakshi Sukhnani, a passionate Toastmaster who began her journey in 2021. Professionally, she holds a degree in banking and fintech, bringing a sharp analytical mindset to her leadership roles. Guided by her personal motto, Push to Succeed, she continues to inspire fellow Toastmasters to strive for excellence. She has served as Area 13 Director in 2024-2025, currently serving as Assistant Division D Director Program Quality, and a very loyal active member of this club. Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Sakshi to the virtual stage. Toastmaster Sakshi, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amina. I am wondering, where did you get that intro from? Because today morning, the intro that I texted was slightly smaller. I think you fetched it from our chats. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language. I'll take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. So for today's meeting, the word of the day, as already said by Toastmaster of the day, is articulate, which means to express oneself clearly, to give form to your thoughts and feelings. An example of the word is Toastmasters is a platform that teaches you how to articulate your words and thoughts properly. So, each speaker is used to encourage the word of the day, Did I just say used to encouraged? Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I think I also need some lessons on articulation. Maybe I should join Articulink. I will give the Grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting and also the report on usage of the word of the day. So thank you and back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sakshi, doing dual roles today, and we'll come to that in a bit. Finally, we have our listener. Again, another person I depend on a lot. Serving as District 116 TLI co-chair and District Webmaster, Toastmaster Dileep, a true friend, a dependable soul, and one of the most supportive members of District 116. You will see him behind the gadgets, behind the laptops at every major event in the district. Please join me in welcoming none other than Toastmaster Dileep Nalli to explain his role. Toastmaster Dileep, the screen is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Amina Khanum. I was humbled for the great induction, so I gave a small deduction of my. You have given a big one. Thank you. Good evening, Toastmasters. Hope I'm audible, right? Thank you. Thank you for joining today's meeting. As our meeting today, the theme is The Silent Patient, is a thrilling reminder that often most important truths are hidden or even unsaid. As a listener, my role is just not just to hear the words spoken, but as speakers articulate, I would like to truly observe and interpret the hidden narratives of our meeting. Just as a therapist must look for the meaning in their patient's silence, I'll be paying close attention to the subtext of every presentation or the speech. I'll be listening to the fascinating facts, unique word choices, and especially the little details that might be missed in the overall flow. At the end of the meeting, when called upon, I'll present my report, which will be in the form of a short diagnostic quiz to test your observance and listening skills. Only those who truly listen will be able to unlock the mystery. So with this, I hand over back the control back to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dynamic Toastmaster Dileep, for that wonderful introduction to your role. I hope everyone's eagerly listening. And I'm going to take this opportunity to pause from our introductions because I see our GE is finally here. I'm super excited to quickly give a very short introduction to you about her. And we will go to the detailed introduction when we come to the evaluation segment. Please join me in welcoming distinguished Toastmaster Jennifer Helen Ghosh to our fourth meeting of Books and Banter's Toastmasters. She is one of the inspirations behind the the various activities that we do in this club. She is a mentor, a guide, and most importantly, she is our immediate past Region 8 advisor. Let's have a huge round of applause for distinguished Toastmaster Jennifer. Good evening, ma'am. Welcome to our meeting.
Good evening. Please proceed with your meeting. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Lovely meeting you all.
All right. So diving back to our meeting, we're going to do the meeting with a little bit of a twist today. We don't have a separate segment for book review. We're going to review the book together throughout this meeting. And to support me in this role, we have 3 stars who have taken up the role of reviewers. They will be sprinkling the meeting with their insights when called upon. So first up, I will call upon reviewer number 1, Toastmaster Bhavna Goswami. Toastmaster Bhavna, could you please introduce yourself to our audience tonight?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to all the guests for this meeting. My name is Bhavna. I've joined Toastmasters 2 years back, and then Again, I came back to Toastmasters Club for this lovely club formed by Amina from Books and Banters. I'm an avid reader, and I'm learning the nuances of the meetings because only Toastmasters, give me opportunity to speak in public. So it helps in polishing my public skills also. And I've read the book, and during the meeting, I will be happy to share what my thoughts about the big book. And over to you, Toastmaster Amina, to your Modi. Sorry.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavna. Toastmaster Bhavna is also our VPE for Books and Banters Toastmasters. So let's have a round of applause for reviewer number 1. Reviewer number 2 is my sister, not from another mother, the same mother, Toastmaster Asya. Toastmaster Asya is joining us all the way from Dubai, from District 127. She is a very strong member of this club as well. I would hand over the virtual stage to Toastmaster Asya to do her introduction. Toastmaster Asya, the screen is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amina, in all sisterhood. And yes, I am Asya Khanum, and 3 years into Toastmasters, very well dragged into it by my sister, and very happily in it till now, not getting out very soon, enjoying the journey and finding myself, exploring the creativity in me, which was always there, and I'll keep doing that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asya. She is the immediate past president of BRS Toastmasters in District 127 and the current Area 13 director this term. Now, reviewer number 3, hailing all the way from Riyadh, Toastmaster Khaisar Jabeen, another close friend and a very articulate person. Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Khaisar to the virtual stage. Toastmaster Khaisar, the screen is all yours.
Thank you, Tia Modi, for the introduction. Hi all, this is Khaisar. I guess last year sometime I had joined Toastmasters very briefly, and the stint with that club left me asking for more. And when Amina asked me to join the books club, I thought I should give it one more chance, and here I am. So I am looking forward to the review of the book. Although I did indicate that horror was not my forte, it seems like I have given it some go, and I'm looking forward to discuss this with all you good women out there. Thank you. Back to you, Amina.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Khaisar. Well, the theme of the book is not horror, it's a thriller. Hopefully it didn't scare you too much. So coming back to the book, Alicia's only response to the tragedy was a painting, Alcestis, her mouth open in a silent scream, eyes fixed on something unseen. Just a minute, let me just mute everyone. Okay. Alcestis is the heroine of a Greek myth, as quoted in the book, a love story of the saddest kind. Alcestis willingly sacrifices her life for that of her husband Admetus, dying in his place when no one else will. An unsettling myth of self-sacrifice, it was unclear how it related to Alicia's situation. So let me ask you all, that image of a woman screaming soundlessly, what emotion does it awaken in you? This question to the audience as well as our reviewers, whoever wants to take it can. If you had to express something painful without using words, what would you choose? Silence, art, or action? and why?
Action.
Action. Why would that be, Toastmaster Munny?
When we are in pain, and if or somebody is in pain, our respected president, everyone, when someone is in pain and we are just meeting them, we can hold their hand and just tap on their, or we can just hold their hands like this, and that emotion will pass. That energy or the warmth of our hand will pass some energy to their hand, and that makes them very much comfortable, and the articulation between those persons is minimal. But when we comes to the action, it will give more strength to the person than the words.
Absolutely. That
Thank you.
is the power of expression without words, I would say. Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Munny, for your insights. Moving on to expression with our first segment today, the prepared speeches. We have two dynamic speakers. First in line is Toastmaster Seema Farheen presenting her Level 2 Project 1 of her second pathway. She will be evaluated by Toastmaster Sakshi. Toastmaster Sakshi, could you please read out her speech objective?
Yes, just a second. Yes. So, my star speaker, Toastmaster Seema, is attempting her L2, Level 2, Project 1 pathway in engaging humor. The purpose of the speech is for the member to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. That is it from my side. Best of luck to you, Toastmaster Seema, and back to you, TM Modi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sakshi. To introduce Toastmaster Seema, a computer science engineer by education, she is deeply passionate about baking, traveling, and embracing new experiences. She joined Toastmasters to help her grow into a confident speaker. She was honored to be recognized with the Smart Secretary Award last year and the prestigious Triple Crown Award for the year 2024-2025. She believes nothing can stop a woman who desires to achieve. Toastmaster Seema, are you ready?
Yes, TMOD, I'm ready. Thank you for the warm welcome.
All right. Have you pinned the timer?
No, but I can see the timer front screen.
Right.
Is it okay?
Yes, that's fine. So
Okay.
let me introduce your speech. Toastmaster Seema, you act as if you don't know. You act as if you don't know, Toastmaster Seema.
Good evening, guests, my dear Toastmasters and dignitaries. I conquered my fear, glided across the pool, reached the deep end, and everyone was clapping to me. I was so overwhelmed, looked proud, and feeling good from inside. That gave me the boost of energy. I was swimming like a pro. Then the alarm woke me up. Oh God, it was a dream for me. I realized this is a dream. So why can't I try this as a challenge? I must say I am an enthusiast about learning new things, the new adventure. But remember me, every new thing or any new adventure is not meant for you. So I took the challenge and I started swimming classes. The first day of my swimming class, the coach told me to just be familiar with the water, do exercises, physical exercise, and tap hands like this. So we did till 1 hour. And it's like a fun activity. The second day, the coach had given us a task to go under beneath the water, hold your breath for seconds. This is a great challenge for everyone. And I'm the one member in the whole group, practicing a lot and lot to overcome my fear. Everyone took a deep breath, went inside the water. And yes, like the dolphin meditation, peacefully, silently, just holding the breath inside the water. But only the one dolphin inside the water, she forgot to hold the breath. I was like drowning. Suddenly, a hand came towards me, lifting me outside the water. And when I have seen that hand, it's none other than the coach. And the lifted person is like a shirt on hanger. I was fully drowned from top to toe, but yet acting like nothing happened to me, smiling. But everyone was feared about me. They are looking me. I'm okay. I'm just still and smiling at all, smiling every time. I think there is a bug inside me, smiling bug. Whenever the situation happens, I always smile. I don't know why, but it stuck me there. I think that is the style of me to conquer the fear. But believe me, the other side inside me just telling me what if happened if I have drowned down and nobody will get a hand of me to me to drown out, means get out from the water. Oh, I was scared inside me. Just a fraction of seconds, I get promoted up. Believe me. But thankfully, I praise to God that the situation is calmed down. But sometimes I felt like when something happened, this situation be practical always. Always practical in the situation, like nothing happened. Smile and just be calm. The other situation happened to me in Toastmasters. The first speech while I was giving as an icebreaker. I don't know where to start, how to start. But I thought just give your confidence, boost your confidence. Just start by your own heart. Whatever you felt, just do and give it a smile. And yes, it happened. Everyone liked my speech. They applauded me. And I was so excited that I took as a next challenge again. Whenever it happened, be practical in especially the practical life. Don't chase about the anxiety and fear. Always be happy, think calm, and go ahead. Conquer your fear. Ignorance is always a bliss, but not to be ignored. Over to you, Tia Modi.
Wow, thank you so much, Toastmaster Seema. Let's have that screen filled with claps, dear audience. Toastmaster Seema, I can confirm no one can ignore you, at least not me. Next speaker to grace the virtual stage is Toastmaster Shehnaz. She is presenting her level 5 project 1 and will be evaluated by Toastmaster Nisha Muhammad. Toastmaster Nisha, could you please state to us her speech objectives?
Good evening, everyone. Toastmaster Shehnaz is attempting the project Reflect on Your Path. The purpose of this project is to reflect on the growth achieved during the completion of an entire path. The speech is 10 to 12 minutes duration. All the best, Toastmaster Shehnaz.
Thank you so much. Can I just correct you? It's not Reflect on Your Path. It's the first one, team building.
Oh, sorry. Then the purpose of that speech is practice the skills needed to build a cohesive team and host an event. Sorry for the confusion as both were shared together.
Sorry, just one more clarification. That is 5 to 7 minute speech, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nisha. Coming to Toastmaster Shehnaz, she is an ex-banker, film producer, mother of 3, Bollywood lover, and a traveler. She believes that life is a constant
we got one. We're
journey
just coordinating for her to
from
come on the
cradle
location.
to grave.
Yes,
Toastmaster
we've got one.
Shehnaz,
She's just
from cradle to grave. She is the current president of West Bay Toastmasters, mentor to our club, and one of our most active members. Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Shehnaz. Toastmaster Shehnaz, are you ready?
sorry, it's a little crazy because I'm on location filming, but nevertheless, yeah, we'll do it. I have a working today.
Okay.
All right.
So Toastmaster Shehnaz, smells like team spirit. Smells like team spirit. Toastmaster Shehnaz.
They say the dream work makes a teamwork, or a teamwork makes the dream work. Now, in my experience of life, I have noticed that as long as you have a team that works with you, as long as you are able to lead that team, you can get the output that you want. I will be talking about my experience that I had recently when I conducted the open house at my club. It was planned initially for a date, and just 2 weeks before that date, when I was supposed to have the previous meeting of the event, we had the 9th of August, I believe it was September, sorry, when we had that attack on Qatar. So things got a little uncertain. We pushed that meeting down to the next one. Nevertheless, how we started was we got the team together, first of all. Now, when you get a team together, it's very important to see who you like to work with. Because if you give your teammates activities and if they do not like to work with you, or they do not believe in you, it gets a little difficult. So that was the first step of it. Once the team was finalized, of course, I picked up team that would obviously believe in me, would probably listen to me, and of course, to do each role. It was an open house that we were going to conduct, and it was on me to conduct the whole thing. So the most important thing there was to get a good team that would cater to each role and to create something that was impressive. So the goal that you are setting has to be clear. This is what I learned, number one. Very clear goal in terms of what you want. A good team for the open house so that you get the right outcome. And then henceforth, once you select the team, to make sure that there is open community member so that each member knows what they're expected. This was the second learning as I go along. So that each member knows very clearly. It's like a regular meeting like we have, but when you have an open house, you have a lot of guests. You're expecting a lot of people. So you need to let your team know as well that we're expecting so and so number of guests. And as you expect the guest, the pressure on you is a little higher. It's not the same as a normal meeting. The third thing, it's very important that your team trusts you. So if you have a team that says, okay, but I don't think this, I don't think that. So at that point, if you have differences, it's better always to take their opinions, to take what they think. So I think we should do it this way. For example, if I feel that this person should be the TMOD. So if it is my opinion alone, the team would feel, oh, she's just taking all the calls. To gain trust, it's necessary that you have all the members involved in the decision in terms of who should be given what role. So that builds trust when you have other members as well. Fourth very important thing that I learned is that you empower them. Once you give them a role, once the team is told that this is what you need to do, let them do it. Build them up. Say, okay, I believe you're good at this. You're good at doing the TMOD, for example, and this is what I did. I told my team members, so we picked somebody, of course, together. The I has to go to we, not the I. And then once we picked that person, we made sure that I was empowering them, saying that, yes, you are best for this role and you would be doing it in a way that nobody else can. So empowering the team is very important. This was the fourth point that I believe I came out during this whole exercise of doing the open house. And then in every team, there are some that will work more and there are some that will work less. You will not find the same kind of output, the same kind of effort. But for those who put in more effort, appreciate that. And for those who are putting in less, you cannot say it maybe publicly. So if you want to reprimand somebody, do it privately. And if you want to appreciate them, do it publicly so that the others know. And lastly, I would say it's very important to lead by example. You cannot just be like a manager or a boss saying, okay, I want you to do this, 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 and you have nothing to do. So the work has to be divided in such a way. This is what I learned was very important that, okay, you can do this, 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 but I will do this. So for any event to run smoothly, these were something very important that I learned in this entire process of putting the team together. That you pick the team depending on who is capable of what role, that you make sure that you foster the kind of trust that they need and that is open communication. Empower your team members. Let them feel that, yes, they can do it. Because the more you empower them, the more you get better results. And even if they're faltering somewhere, if they are not able to carry on that task, explain to them in a nice way, and then they will be able to do it. And then if there is somebody who's going out of the way, it's sure that you support them with appreciation, with praises. And if you have to reprimand, it has to be done quietly. These were things that I learned in the entire team building process. And of course, the entire event went great. It was a success. Out of 16 or 16 guests that we had that day, we roped in 6 members who joined. They joined in one or two, few joined that same week, and a couple of them by the end of the month. So it was a successful event. And I believe it only happened because it was teamwork. And as they say that the teamwork makes the dream work, I believe this was one of those. It was, though not something very grand, but yes, it was well conducted. It went very smooth. We did not find any glitches in terms of any areas. There was flyers from the beginning to the end, from the part of the flyers to be ready to entire team carrying out their activities. That was conducted well, I believe. So in all, I would say that if you need to be a good leader, it is very important that you believe in your team and you let them in return trust you and believe in yourself. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Give it up for Toastmaster Shehnaz with your virtual claps. Everyone, let's see that screen filled with emojis expressing your appreciation for our wonderful speakers today. And let's go back to our story. Years later, Theo Faber, a forensic psychotherapist with a calm voice but a storm inside, becomes captivated by Alicia's mystery. Theo's life has been shaped by pain, a childhood marked by violence, a marriage slipping through his fingers, and an unshakable belief that he can save others from the darkness he once faced himself. When a position opens up at the Grove, the secure psychiatric unit where Alicia is kept, Theo doesn't hesitate. He's warned that she's dangerous, unreachable, maybe even beyond help, but he sees something else, a silent scream behind her stillness. At the Grove, the atmosphere is heavy, more prison than hospital. The walls seem to whisper secrets. Along the way, Theo meets a cast of characters. There is a stern manager obsessed with perfection, a nurse too charming to be trusted, a fellow psychiatrist with eyes that hold grudges, and then he finally meets Alicia. She is no longer the vibrant artist the world remembers. Her gaze is distant, her body frail, and her voice gone. Yet something in her silence challenges Theo. It's as if she's daring him to look deeper, to see not just herself, but him as well. Session after session, Theo tries to reach her through the stories, through honesty, even through his own confessions. But her silence remains a mirror reflecting his own unspoken fears. So my question here now to our reviewers, any one of you can take this. Theo believes he can save Alicia by understanding her silence. In real life, do you think it's possible to help someone who doesn't want to be helped? Let's hear from one of our reviewers.
It's I'm taking this in life generally. I guess it's the norm rather than exception, because not everybody welcomes help. So on the onset, it seems that help is not welcome and the doors are not open. But somebody who's really looking out for you will hang in there and be persistent and try and find a door to get to you. It's never obvious. People have different reasonings for reaching out or withholding information. One never knows what one is going through, but I believe persistence is the key to get to that person. So in context of the book, Theo trying to reach out to Alicia has more depth than the superficial interpretation where he may be trying to help Alicia. I would say that maybe he's trying to help himself by trying to help Alicia. I would say that that was the motive for Theo to reach out to Alicia, to alleviate his own demons and trauma and fears by trying to help her. So that in itself is like a gateway for more entangled and more depth in the book, both literally and metaphorically.
Beautifully put, articulate as always, Toastmaster Fesser. I really liked your insights. Yes, it does seem like Theo has some hidden agenda. It almost seems too good to be true. The way he persists his belief in her, the way he convinces everyone that there is more to Alicia's silence. It's not something that happened. It's something that she chooses, her silence. Toastmaster Bhavna, would you like to add to that? your thoughts on Theo and Alicia so far in the story so far, without revealing too much.
I resonate with what Kaiser said. Theo was trying to help himself. He was like I think he was little bit in illusion that he's helping Alicia, but if we I don't want to reveal too much of the story, but as the story progresses, it tells us how Theo tries to come over his traumas which he had experienced, and he sees his trauma through the eyes of Alicia, because what he I think he was projecting his uh, issues at while like he was like when he met Alicia, he already knew about the history they shared together, and basically this is a very
Like a
complicated,
mirror.
they have a very complicated relationship, so to speak. So I don't know, and the basic thing is that you cannot help anyone if the other person is not ready to be helped, okay, accept help from other person. So it goes both ways. So yeah, I think it's a very twisted plot, I would say.
Definitely a twisted plot, and yes, you can't help someone who's not ready to be helped. And Alicia was definitely not ready to be helped. And that's when Theo, of course, guided by one of the other characters in the book, John Felix, is given the idea of helping her express through art. Toastmaster Asia, because I know personally that you express through art. How do you think this expression of art actually helps in communication when we are really struggling for words?
Thank you for that question, Toastmaster of the Day. Yes, I do feel silence and art somehow work hand in hand. Art does not have a language, it speaks through colors, imagery, and yes, it's where I do resonate with her silence in the story and why she must have chosen silence, because sometimes that's the easier way out. And probably the pain and the agony might have been of that level to choose silence over defending herself for any reason.
And she does so. She does this through her two key paintings. One is the Alcestis, which we spoke about in the beginning, and then through the art therapy session that Theo suggests, she creates another painting where she is standing at the top of a building which is on fire, and she's not standing well. Theo is standing at the top of the building which is on fire, which is the grove itself, holding her in hands, which seemed like either he's throwing her into the fire or taking her out of it. So let's move on to our next segment, which is definitely a means for expression and not a silent one for sure. We are moving on to table topics with our very articulate table topics master, who right now is stuck in traffic. So I'm going to take over. Are you all ready for the table topics round? Let's have some questions while Salma is able to join us. Perfect. Who would like to go first?
Me.
Who is me? I'm sorry, I can't
Sakshi.
see. Yes, Sakshi.
I'm Sakshi.
All right, perfect. So, Sakshi, your question is: silence can speak louder than words. Can you tell us about a time when silence said more than you could have said yourself? Do you want me to repeat that? Silence can speak louder than words. Can you tell us about a time when silence said more than you could have said so yourself?
It's hard for me to answer this because I've been someone who's always expressed words. This was back in 2015 when I remember sitting in the private hospital here in Qatar, this close to fainting. I was shivering. There were bruises on my legs, black in color, my skin pale. I had used the washroom and I had seen a pool of fresh blood. I ran to my father and just cried. And he understood that there was something terribly wrong. Just imagine seeing a 15-year-old, hair falling every now and then, her losing weight, her becoming pale. And one fine day, that child of yours in the morning runs and hugs you. He realized that there was something extremely wrong. So I believe that was enough to tell him that I was struggling with something that I didn't know or they didn't know of yet. That was the first time I felt that yes, a lot can be said, even when you're not explicitly saying it. What came next was a few words, but not very explicit. I said, Dad, I don't know what is happening with me. Those words, followed by the expression that he had seen on my face earlier, made him realize that I have to be taken to the hospital then and there, otherwise, something very worse can happen. And that's it. After that, we started my treatment. We realized that we had a disease. But I, to this day, it's been 10 years, can't forget the expression I had and the expression my father had. Me, extremely stricken by fear as to what I'd seen in the washroom, and him being fearsome as to the expression he had seen whilst I was crying. I think it was really powerful, and that is why today, when you asked this question, I was able to vividly recall it. So, yes, I do believe that silence is very powerful. That is it. Back to you, Tia Modi.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sakshi, for that moving anecdote. I think we all resonate, and probably at some point in time in our lives, we found that silence is much more powerful than anything we could have said. With that, I would like to hand over the control to our table topics master, who is here and ready to take this forward. So, Toastmaster Salma, are you ready?
I am, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
Over to you.
Okay. I'm so sorry for that, everyone. Welcome back for me. And I'll pick another question, which I really love. And I would like someone to volunteer to answer this question. So the question says, is forgiveness always necessary for healing? Or can we move on without it? Who's ready? I can't see. Wait. Okay. Toastmaster Munny. Yes, please. You want me to repeat the question again?
Yes.
Sure. So once again, is forgiveness always necessary for healing, or can we move on without it? Over to you, Toastmaster Munny.
Thank you to Table Topic Master for the wonderful question. Here, you said the forgiveness, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when we have something, when any fight or something is there, or was any angry with someone, if some might have, one of my childhood friend has said something against me, not against me, some powerful words which I can't forget. But when it was happened on the before 2 years back, I was totally, when I heard those words, I was shocked, and I was burned into flames, because I never expect those words from my friend. And for 1 to 2 weeks, I can't sleep. I was not able to sleep. And whenever I was thinking about her, I can hear those words running around my head. And I can't, my BP shoot up to 190, 100. Likewise, because she was my schoolmate, childhood friend from KG. From KG, we are together. But when I shared my thoughts to my sister, she knows how much I love my friend. So she told, if you can't forgive, or you cannot move, you cannot jump into the next phase, and you will be shattered with those words. But she asked, for a while, you just break that relation for some time, because you just want a healing purpose. For the healing purpose, it is better to have a break. After 1 to 2 months, I just forgot her, and I just delete the contact from my mobile. I started to heal myself, and I started a power to heal my sadness, and I tried to forgive. Then I started to tell, I forgive her. I forgive her. Let me heal myself. Then after 1 to 2 months, I totally come to the normal. Then I can't believe my BP comes shooted to 150, 160. It's gone up, and it came normal to 120 after 1 month. Then I understand that the words we are uttering or articulating to someone, we should think twice whether it will hurt a person or it will be a disaster like a tsunami. Otherwise, without forgiving her, I can't move forward with my friend. Over to you, Topic Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Munny. Thank you so much. For me, I believe forgiveness to heal or just move on, if I would like to choose something. So for me, usually I would love to face the ones that I care and just finish it up. Then only I can heal. Those who I don't care about them, I won't face them, and I won't heal from against them or what's happening between us. But I will never open out to them. But those who I care about them and about their relation in my life, definitely I will open. So thank you for sharing your thoughts. I don't want to delay any more, out of time. Am I audible? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I believe the questions that I'm keeping tonight, as mentioned by Sakshi, are debating questions. I believe so. If you could give a voice to a silent part of society, who or what would it be? Again, if you could give a voice to a silent part of society, who or what would it be? It's a deep question.
Toastmaster Asya
Very
has
deep.
her hand raised.
Again, who?
Toastmaster Asya.
Okay, Toastmaster Asya, please. You want me to repeat the question?
Yes.
Again. So, if you could give a voice to a silent part of society, who or what would it be?
Good evening once more to all the Toastmasters present here. I love the question because this is something I was telling my husband yesterday or the other day. We're going through an art exhibition lately. And in my educator's journey, or rather the last few years that I've been teaching in this school, I have noticed that the few artist students that I have spotted are very silent, so silent that you might almost judge them to be non-verbal. And in the world of neurodivergent children, you tend to, question whether they have some sort of issue. After they expressed through their silence and through their artwork to me, I started encouraging them in various competitions. Today, those children come and speak to me so freely. They know exactly what they want to tell, and I can't believe it's the same children. And I remember once other teachers would talk about them, like, "Ma'am, are you sure about taking so and so child?" And I was like, "I'm very sure she's amazing at art." And they're like, "Do you know she struggles with every subject?" I said, "I kind of understand that because that was my journey growing up. And we're kind of misunderstood." So when they come to me and express so wholeheartedly, they find their way through art. It makes me so proud that I, or my subject, gave them that voice. So it makes me so happy today to find them express themselves, even the little that they are doing today. So back to you, Table Topic Master. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Asya. Happy to see you with us and happy to hear from you too. And definitely, art is just another way of expressing self and expressing feelings. Even I've got to be drawing long back. But then my parents stopped me from doing this. They were scared that maybe I won't enter any medical field. So they stopped me from everything, definitely. But yeah, I do agree with you because I was teaching in a certain part of time, for a certain time, and I was teaching in a school mathematics. And don't ask me how it's related to pharmacy, but I was. I was. And really, I can relate to what you're saying. We had a lot of students inside the class who were struggling, but they were showing definitely based on their the feelings or whatever they are feeling through the art. And there only we've got to understand what they are suffering of, or what is their intention, what they need. And by time, when you give them more confidence and you listen to them through whatever the thing they want, whether through art, whether through talking to you, definitely one time they will start speaking. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. That's all from my side because I know we are running out of time, and I'm so sorry. I will again be disconnected and log back again once I reach home. Okay, wish me drive safely and safe drive. And thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Table Topics Master, and our very engaging participants. Those insights were truly moving and I would say very touching. I think all of us are really into that zone of reflection and introspection. All thanks to your answers. And I truly believe that the last question itself could be a whole theme for a meeting where we can really, really bring out some wonderful ideas to give a voice to the silent parts of society. Let's move on. Back to our story. As Theo pieced together Alicia's story, he realized he was also unraveling his own. The closer he got to Alicia, the more blurred the line became between the doctor, the patient, the savior, and the sinner. Her silence, once a mystery, began to sound like a warning, a truth too unbearable to face. And that brings us to the most important segment of the evening, where we are going to be facing some very hard truths ourselves. We are going to be guided through this session with our very own psychotherapist, our general evaluator, who is none other than distinguished Toastmaster Jennifer. And here I will introduce you to her formally. DTM Jennifer is an MBA in Human Resources with over 38 years of experience, including 3 decades at Tata Consultancy Services, where she contributed across different functions. Post-retirement, she continues her passion for learning and teaching as a freelance trainer, specializing in English as second language and soft skills. She has trained professionals at leading organizations such as PwC, KPMG, and TCS. She is a committed Toastmaster, volunteering for over 17 years. She has held multiple leadership roles, driving membership growth and expansion across the northern and eastern India. As a past Region 8 advisor, she supported districts across 11 Middle Eastern countries. Mentoring and coaching remains at the heart of her mission to inspire personal growth. Beyond her personal life, she finds joy in her family, draws strength from her 2 sons. She's a trained classical dancer who earned numerous accolades for her artistic talent since childhood. I've seen her in person. I've had the honor to meet her in person, and she will put 20-year-olds to shame with her spirit and her energy. Distinguished Toastmaster Jennifer, I'm proud to welcome you to our meeting today. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so very much for that. Such a warm welcome, and thank you to all the participants. It's so lovely to be here this evening with you, and I'm so intrigued by your format. And I just want to ask you a question before I go forward with the GE role. Everyone over here is so articulate. I mean, they bring their thoughts out so clearly. And I just wanted to understand that how much of time do you give everyone to read the book? Is it 1 week? Within a week, they have to come prepared with the book?
No, we announced the book right after our current meeting, and we meet once a month. So we have almost 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's nice. Very nice. I really loved the whole concept. And this has given me some food for thought for maybe opening a book club in my home district. So thank you for that, this wonderful opportunity to be with you on such a special day and listening about a book club. It was like an audio for me. I was hearing the whole story without having read the book. So it was really great. So thank you for that. Let's come back to the meeting. As a general evaluator, I would like to firstly call upon the evaluators of the speakers. So I hope, who's keeping time? Is it Munny? Yeah? because
Yes.
I think Alvia was supposed to keep time, but it seems it's TM Munni, na?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Okay,
am keeping the
right.
time.
All
We are
right. So we will,
running 10 minutes late.
no worries. Today I'm all energized to stay awake till 12 o'clock tonight. I'm India time, by the way, guys. So I'll be calling the first evaluator to give Sakshi, who was the speaker, her evaluation. And I think our first evaluator is none other than Nisha, right? Am I correct? Nisha Mohammed? Or
I'm
is
the
that the second evaluator? Sorry. The first
No,
evaluator.
Sakshi is the first
And
evaluator.
Sakshi is the first
And
evaluator, and she is going to actually give the evaluation for
of
our Toastmaster
Seema.
Seema speech. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Sakshi, go ahead with your evaluation. And really looking forward to hearing your evaluation.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. I truly believe if I have viewed the story in my mind, the story has made a mark. Now, what does that mean? That simply means that if somebody is narrating a story or any anecdote of their life, if you've made a mental note of it, that means you have somewhere grasped it. And this is what I exactly felt when I heard Toastmaster Seema's humorous story today. As you were drowning in that swimming pool, honestly, I was drowning with you. Because the way you narrated it, I felt like I was with you in that pool. So kudos to you for actually establishing good imagery and visualization. And I believe the reason why you were able to do it so well is three. Number one, you were extremely calm in your delivery. You used very easy to understand words. And the biggest thing is the anecdote that you shared, it sounded extremely personal to you. So when you spoke with conviction. The second thing, the reason why I liked it more, was that it was very well paced. You finished off the first anecdote, you moved on to the second. I loved the transition. It didn't seem too heavy, just something that was needed. And the third one is the structuring. You had two different anecdotes. You started off well and you ended off with a good conclusion, which I've taken note of, which is ignorance is not a bliss. Sorry, ignorance is a bliss which can't be ignored. I love the hook, and that is why I was able to say it like how it was said. Now, with that being said, there are certain things that you can improve on. Number one, even though there was humor, I found myself smiling in many places, not essentially laughing. And I think I can help you with it. I believe if some dialogue and some expression, like, oh my gosh, coach, help, I'm drowning. If something like that could have been incorporated, we could have visualized more and perhaps laughed. But nevertheless, as I said, I smiled. Now, to challenge yourself, I have given you all the points and I've given you what you have to work on and the ways you can work on. So I suggest that you attempt the same speech with the elements that are stated above, which is humor, dialogue, and expression, and then compare the response that you have gotten in this meeting and the next time you give the speech. So I would say that you were still able to achieve the purpose. And yes, you did add humor, but I know you, and I believe with this story, more humor can be added. So overall, good imagery, you were very calm, well paced, good structure. Just work on a little bit more dialogue and expression, and the humor will be next level. You're already next level. That is it from my side. Over to you, GE.
Thank you. Thank you so very much for that fantastic evaluation. Very, very well observed. And that really requires great listening skills. I admire you for that, Sakshi. Beautifully said. And I don't have any recommendation for you, but I would like to put my appreciation for the speaker. So, Seema, what a beautiful story, I must say. A personalized story about challenge and about how to overcome those challenges by challenging yourself. So very nice. It was a very positive story, and I loved, some of the things you said, like the you said the dolphin meditation. You also said be peaceful, and I especially love the subtle humor you had. Maybe you were supposed to be more expressive in your humor, but I did find that subtle humor which made me smile, and felt that you can do much more with humor if you really go a little deep. I also love the second story because it connected with all of us. It was Toastmaster, it was your icebreaker, and taking challenges in life. So I really loved all that. If I had to give you some feedback in terms of your speech, I believe you could have ended up by wrapping up your message. What was your message? Your message was all about staying positive under challenging situations. So if you could have brought that back at the end to tie it all together, it would have had a more lasting effect for the audience, in my opinion. And also, I believe the topic could have had a different name. The topic, you said that you act as if you don't know. You're talking about yourself. You act as if you don't know. But you could have given a topic which is saying something to do with positivity, something to do with challenge, which would have been more connecting to your speech. All in all, a fantastic speech. All the very best for your next speech. All right, now let's go to our second speaker, who is Nisha, if I'm not mistaken. Our second speaker will be, no, our second speaker was Shenaz, and she gave her speech from the car, if I'm not wrong. I hope she's there to take her evaluation. And yes, Nisha, you will be
Yes.
giving the evaluation to Shenaz. Over to you. Looking forward to your evaluation.
Thank you, General Evaluator DTM Jennifer Helen. Richard Strauss has said, it's a very popular quote, the human voice is the most beautiful instrument of all, but it is most difficult to play also. Today, I really felt we all were listening to a symphony of well articulated thoughts, right? Toastmaster Shehnaz, you have got such a captivating, beautiful voice. A round of applause, dears. We felt we were listening to a symphony of words. That's the first positivity I felt when I started hearing to the speech. And with that voice, you actually took us through the purpose of the project. What was your purpose? To practice the skills you need to manage a team and conduct an event. And we could visualize how you were tackling the challenges. And you successfully hosted an open house. Considering the constraints you had while delivering this speech, still you had positive hand gestures. You tried to bring little bit voice modulations, even a subtle body language. We know you were very constrained in that car, but still you tried to bring all these things into your speech. And you numbered each of the skills what was required as a team leader. And that gave us more time to think about it and also connect with us. So you had beautiful voice modulation, hand gestures, and a little bit of body language. Now, coming from my as a suggestion, we need to have this symphony going more higher. Open house, we as Toastmasters all are aware about it, but we can have guests joining in our meeting. So they should know what is the purpose of an open house in a Toastmaster. So as you are conducting an event, you should have given little more definitions of open house. And you pictured us different challenges you faced while conducting this. But you could have add little dialogues. Even the thought process of deciding whether we should have some samosas or some cakes for the guest, that itself can bring humor to others. Oh, President, should I go for this? Should I go for that? So, what all challenges you face, you could have added it as little bit dialogues, which could have elevated your speech to the next level. Overall, a very well articulated, I really stick on to saying again, a symphony of words. But with a little recommendation, I'm sure you will take this speech to a next level. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Nisha. What a fantastic evaluation. Symphony of words. Oh my God. Made me think of, actually going and attending some musical concert. Shehnaz, so what a speech. As soon as you opened with that dream work makes teamwork, I was all glued to your speech. So thank you for that. I love the way you came out analyzing what needs to be done in terms of team dynamics and how you were so clear about building trust and building that cohesiveness in the team so that you could empower them. I suddenly thought of the acronym SWOT, like you were looking for your teams in terms of their strengths, weaknesses, what are the opportunities you could give them, and if anything, like as per threats would come up, how you would guide them in the process. So a fantastic speech, I must say, very beautifully articulated. And I love the tie-up. In the beginning also, you opened with teamwork makes teamwork. And at the end also, you brought it in to connect together and round it up with a dream work. Team building and dream work is what makes teams believe in us, trust in us, and helps us to come together, collaborate, and bring results for the outcome that I would have liked to have heard. Like you said that we were successful, but in what way you were successful? After that open house, were you able to bring in memberships into your club, or were you able to open another club with new members? So maybe some part of what was the outcome could have been spoken here. I know you were restricted in a car, and hence maybe you didn't put it in, but I would have really loved to know what was the outcome of that beautiful setup which you had organized and which translated into teamwork, dream work, empowerment, and most importantly, trust building. So very well done. Big round of applause for Shehnaz.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I think I mentioned maybe, I don't know, maybe something.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
You said
that we got
it was
5 to
very
6.
successful.
Yes.
You had. You said we were very successful in the end.
5
but
to
you
6
didn't
enrolled.
Oh,
5
I
to
didn't
6
catch
enrolled.
that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. 2
Maybe
were in
I
that
missed
same
that.
week, and then the others were in the next.
Oh, fantastic. In that case, it was great. That was really lovely.
Thank you
I
so
may
much.
have missed
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you so much. All right, let's go to the table topic master. I think we had Salma, is it? Who was the table topic master?
Yes, Salma.
Is it Salma? Yeah. So the table topic master gave some beautiful topics. Of course, the first table topic was given by Amina, and then she took over from the next one. Sakshi spoke beautifully about her own experience, and I'm so delighted to see that they don't waste any time. All the speakers here just went into this personalized story and spoke spot on the topic. That was so beautiful. And I'm very happy that this club has got mentors like Amina, like your Shehnaz, and senior people who can actually, guide them and make them understand how to build on their table topic. So I loved your story, Sakshi. I loved it when you said, your silence and just the tears maybe which was rolling down your face gave that emotional connect to your father, and he immediately understood and ran and took you to the hospital. And how silence is, you don't need to actually say it in words. It's not necessary. When you want to say something, the people who care for you can automatically understand what you're trying to say. So that was beautiful. Another thing, the second table topics was Munny. So Munny also spoke on her personalized challenge with her friend and how she had to sort of detox herself from everything, even deleting her friends' number so that she could get over, forgive her, and rejuvenate her life to become, to accept whatever has happened. I love the expression of your, pressure going up to 150 and the way you articulated so beautifully your own story. I truly, truly appreciate the entire story, and I'm so hooked on to each one of you as a speaker. And the third speaker, of course, was Aisha. I think it was Amina's sister, her own sister. Lovely, Aisha. What a lovely topic. Really, very well articulated, very well spoken, and so beautifully delivered. I mean, you all are all pros already, and you can only go better. And the only way you can go better is to challenge yourself. And how do you challenge yourself? Go for competitions, go for table topic competitions, go for ISC, go for humorous speech. That's the way to challenge yourself and to see how you're growing in your Toastmasters journey. So very good. Let's give a big round of applause to all of them. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Well, I was not there for some part of the first segment. So I'd like to call upon my role players, the timer, the hour counter. So the timer, would you start with giving us the time, please, Munny?
One second.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for calling me for my position to render my report. Though we started on time, 7:01, but we are late by 10 minutes now. I'm happy to say everyone is qualified. And speaker one, Seema, took 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Evaluator Sakshi took 3 minutes and 29 seconds. Speaker 2, Shehnaz, took 6 minutes and 46 seconds. Nisha, the evaluator for the second speaker, took 3 minutes and 3 seconds. All the table topic session speakers are qualified. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Lovely report. Thanks so much. Let's go to the R counter. Is it Linny?
No,
the
it's
counter?
Revathi.
Revathi. Hi, Revathi, are you there? Can you please give us the counter report?
Hi. Good evening. Yes, I'm here, ma'am. Good evening to all of you.
Good evening, Revathi. I think you are having some internet issues.
While they were traveling by a car, and they gave a speech, they gave a table topics. It was so commitment shows the level of for them, and for all the role takers who have done an fantabulous job. I really like the way it is conducted, and I'm also with a part of it, so I would like to take that part. As far as words and articulation that has been mentioned, both in speakers as in table topics and in the role takers group, it was so good. A great round of applause for them, and kudos to all the members. But I would like to say that as a part of a role of an accounter, I need to mention I did see a lot of ums and some of the inappropriate words that could have been avoided. To my sense, that is good evening once more. We generally don't say that way. We generally say good evening once again. or good evening again, or something like that. And I could see in few of the speakers, experienced speakers, start with saying no. So I don't know why it has been said so, but you can try, as you are being in Toastmasters. We are in this practice of reducing all this ums and ahs. You will be able to do that. And thank you once again for General Evaluator for making this show going on so smoothly, and to the TMOD and all the members of the club. Thank you so much. Back to the stage,
Thank you,
General
Revathi.
Evaluator.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, Revathi. When we do the R counter report, we will identify people and you will take the names, because if they do not know, they will not be able to improve. R counter is basically the filler words that we use, like so's, I know, you know, basically. So we need to know. Okay. So if you only tell by like as a general sort of expression, then nobody knows who did it. It's meant to be said. But when we give the grammarian's report, we don't normally say, name wise. But when we give the R counter, yes, very important to say. So that next time when we come, we will make a conscious effort not to use those filler words. Okay, it has to be very
I'll
conscious.
give in the chat, ma'am. I will give that
you
details
can
in the
give
chat.
it, but if you give it also, it's also very nice. It becomes more connectable.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. All right, let's go to our grammarian. And today our grammarian is Sakshi. So Sakshi, let's have the grammar report.
I would like to start with a fun fact, which I've just realized, that RTQ link has, the reason why it's been named RTQ link is because the first word is the half of articulate. It just hit me, that's why I shared it. Okay, so the grammarian's law, people who use the word of the day, actually plenty good job, which is the Toastmaster Amina Khanum. She used it right away. I appreciate that. Then followed by Toastmaster Munny, then Toastmaster Dileep, then our beloved general evaluator, then Toastmaster Nisha, Toastmaster Revathi, and yours truly, Toastmaster Sakshi. Now, followed by the improper grammatical uses and suggestions for improvement. The first one is by yours truly, which is used to encourage. It is encouraged to use the word. Then a couple of them, which is give us hard task, gave us the hard task. The one member, not the one member, one member. The fear, just fear, no need to add the. Like drowning, no, just drowning. Looking me, looking at me, fearing me, getting scared for me. What it has happened, what has happened. Fraction of seconds, fraction of second. Any angry we have, any anger we have. BP shoot up, BP shot up. It's came, it has come. Yani forgiveness, because it is an English speaking club. Let's remove the Yani and let's keep forgiveness. Open out, it's open up. Pictured us different things, make us picture different. You made us picture different things. Next. Now, quotes, thoughts, or words, a lot of them. Sprinkle their insight, find a door to get you. Silent scream, eyes fixed on something unseen. Energy through action, I was burned into flames. Ignorance is a bliss, not to be ignored. Walls seem to whisper secrets. Art does not have any language. Neurodivergent. Art is a way of expressing feelings. Therapist looks beyond words. Food for thought. Symphony of words. This is all that I took note of. Overall, I believe we just have to be more conscious as we speak, and I'm pretty sure we'll do better than this next time. That is it from my side. Over to you, GE.
Thank you so very much, Sakshi. May I ask you if you are a teacher by profession?
I'm just an experienced Toastmaster at this point.
but beautifully kept report, I must say. Here's an applause for you. Pat on the back. All right, let's go to Toastmaster Dileep for the active listening.
Thank you, General. So, hope you all are ready for the questions. Okay, let's follow as Toastmaster say, the sandwich method. I'll ask an easy question followed by a tough question based on the speaker speeches and the session of the Toastmasters. So, in regards to the first speech for the first speaker, what was the activity narrated by the speaker?
Swimming.
Drowning.
Swimming. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, swimming.
Drowning. Okay.
Sorry, swimming.
Okay. What was the task the coach gave to the first speaker on the second day of her swimming class? Generally valid.
To go underwater and hold the breath.
Perfect. Moving on to our second speech, what are the 4 factors or the factors which Toastmaster Shehnaaz mentioned in her speech for the team building? Or she mentioned one particular factor, which is the third one, which is very important one. And any idea what is the third one?
Believe in the team.
Empowerment.
Yeah. Trust, the team trusting you, trusting your team is the most important thing. It is the third one she said important. And empowerment is, of course, the fourth one. Moving on to the actual theme of the meeting. How many characters are there in the theme? The story revolves around 3 main characters. What are the 3 main characters in the novel, which is narrated by the Toastmaster of the day?
Total
As
4
well as
characters, female characters 1.
Alicia, Theo, and what's the third one? I forgot.
yeah, the
Doctor,
wife,
doctor.
the husband who was being murdered, and the doctor who's actually here. Now,
Gabriel, the husband.
what is the
Gabriel.
doctor's specialization in the novel or in the character? That's
Psychotherapist.
Therapist.
yeah. He was usually a criminal psychotherapist. Thank you. Over to you, General.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dileep. Let's give him a big round of applause. Awesome. Overall, the meeting was fabulous. I enjoyed the meeting. I think you all started on time, as said by Munny, but we are running about 7 to 10 minutes late. That's understandable because this is a book club and obviously you will be discussing the book more like a panel. So it's really lovely. But keeping in time is always nice because we also learn time management. And that helps us not only in Toastmasters, but in our professional and personal lives too. So if we can try to stick to the time, it would be really great. But I truly loved everything that happened here today. I am so happy I joined you all, even though my time from you all is so different. And I would love to join you again. In fact, my son was saying, why did you accept? You should go to bed by 10:30. I said, you don't have to tell me what to do. I will do what I feel I want to do. And so I will come again to hear your book reading. And please let me also know which book you're reading so that I may also pick up that book and read it and be more prepared the next time I'm here. So thank you for this opportunity, everybody. Loved the meeting so much and hope to see you all soon. Over to the T-Mod, and I think then she'll hand it over to the president. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, GE. We definitely had plenty of learnings today, and all of us are going to apply what we learned here today. Coming back to the story, I'm going to run through it. Just give you a little bit of teaser before we wrap up. So basically, Theo has a wife who he is madly in love with, and his story runs parallelly throughout the book. You have a chapter of Alicia, what's happening with her, and then you hear Theo's perspective on his life, what's happening in his life. And as the story goes further, he meets various characters who give him more insights into Alicia. The one such character tells him, which is her cousin, tells him that Alicia's father truly hated her. He hated her so much that he said, I wish you had died instead of her sister. And at that point, she felt like she was murdered by her own father. And this actually was a trigger which led Theo to realize what it is that made Alicia kill her husband, Gabriel. And he goes and confronts her and he tells her, I know what your father said. I know he killed you. And that's when Alicia decides to speak. She opens up to him and she speaks. And I leave it at that and hope that you go back to the book and try to read and find out what happens once Alicia starts communicating. As we end today's meeting, let's remember sometimes the most powerful message isn't just what we say, but the courage it takes to speak at all. With that, I hand over the control back to our president to adjourn the meeting for the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Salma. Thank you so much, everyone, and lovely to be here as always.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amina. Thank you so much. That was indeed an amazing session. Loved the way that you have taken us through the journey with the book. So lovely. And I can see hearts from here and there bumping out. I believe everyone agrees with me. Thank you so much for making this session so special. And to all role players who had been working for this meeting, thank you for showing up, coming tonight, giving your speeches, whether it's a speech, a rule, or even just coming and enjoying our meeting as usual. And I do appreciate what our general evaluator mentioned, that she is really inspired about this meeting and this club, and she is looking forward to join one of our meetings and explore more about books. So I don't have to tell you that you are welcome. You know that you are welcome to join anytime. Definitely we will let you know, sweetheart. Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, great. Okay, great. So before I just close the meeting, I just would like to mention 3 important things. First, membership renewals. So renewals are open now. Please start renewing your membership because we are still having so many things to explore in this club. We still have so many ideas to explore too. So please be part of this journey and let's explore even more and get to know more about new books. Second, contest season is starting. So those who are interested to join to be a contestant under Books and Banter, please do let us know. We will be sharing a message in the group for those who are interested in contesting under our club name online, because I do know there are many people outside Qatar. Maybe they are interested to contest under District 116 or under our name. So please do let us know. Lastly, we are having our club officer training session, which will be held on 28th November. So please, ExCom members, for those who are in Qatar, be there. And let's learn together more about our rule. That's it from our side. Thank you so much for showing up tonight and for having this amazing meeting. I love your smile, Asia. Keep smiling. Seema, Bhavna, everyone who joined tonight, Dileep, everyone. I don't want to mention names because otherwise I'll forget others. Thank you so much for making it so special. Did we have a photo together before ending the session?
I think Richa took pictures in the starting when everyone was there. Let's have one with our GE though. We can all show hearts. My favorite. Sorry, Dileep. We girls like to do such silly things. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Got it.
Thank you, Amina. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget the contest season, renewals, and the court, which is club officer training. Love you. By this, I adjourn meeting number 4 of Books and Banter Toastmasters Club.
I can stop the recording.